Good morning, colleagues. If we could perhaps come to attention, please, that would be wonderful. It's absolutely marvellous to see so many conversations going on. And one of the main purposes of today is to make sure that we can discuss between us some of the issues that we are all facing in our respective universities, but also to come together to celebrate the success of the accreditation programme run by the Royal Society of Biology, and of course the success of the institutions who have succeeded in accreditation. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Richard Reece. My day job is at the University of Kent, and I have the pleasure and privilege of chairing the Accreditation Committee for the Royal Society of Biology. I'm only going to talk briefly, but I wanted to give you a very brief update as to where accreditation stands currently. Slight bit of history as to how it started as well, but then lead into today's sessions, which I think are going to be hugely informative, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the best practice presentations that we've got, and then also some of the sessions this afternoon on generative AI and the issues that we are all facing in the university sector. So really pleased that we can see so many people here today. So to give you a very brief update as to where accreditation started, those with long memories or battle scars will know that we started to look at accreditation of the biosciences way back in 2010 and came together as a relatively small group of mainly academics to start to set out the overall framework for accreditation, but then work extensively with government, with industry, with learning societies, with a whole variety of stakeholders in order to make sure that what we were proposing for accreditation was right and appropriate. This then followed a 2-year consultation process, and we started to do the first round of accreditation, which is what we now call advanced accreditation, in 2012. Again, working on a pilot in the first instance and then building that out into a much broader piece of accreditation. We took on board feedback from the community, as we have done throughout the accreditation process, and then started to work on what accreditation might look like for non-research focused degrees, so kind of for the wider community, the wider bachelor's degree process. And that's what accreditation now currently is in the UK, and we started to accredit institutions across the UK in 2015 as going through that process. Accreditation since then has expanded widely, so we now have both accreditation and advanced accreditation, but we also have international accreditation, master's accreditation, foundation degree accreditation, and doctoral training accreditation, really to try and cover the whole gamut of activities that are taking place within the biosciences sector within the UK and beyond into international realms as well. So what accreditation is, of course, is really there to support the advancement of skills in the science of biosciences. That's really what we're trying to achieve from there. It's not a tick box exercise. Anyone who's been through accreditation, which I'm assuming is most people within the room for their respective institutions, know that when we have an accreditation visit, hopefully it's supportive. It's definitely meant to be supportive as we go through the process, but it's not just, oh, you do this tick, you do this tick. It's absolutely a conversation that takes place between the institution and members of the Royal Society of Biology staff, but also members of the academic community that have experience in doing this, so that we have a conversation around the sorts of things that we would anticipate that students within the biosciences are taught. So if we look at the current situation for the accredited degrees, as I say, we cover the whole range from foundation all the way through to masters, doctoral and international. The number of universities or higher education institutions are listed there, along with the number of programs that are accredited. So some institutions will only accredit one program, others will accredit 20, 30, whatever it's going to be that goes through from there. We cover the range of institutions in the UK, That's probably a little bit difficult to see from the back, and apologies for the grey, but the blue dots represent all of the institutions that have at least one form of accreditation in the UK, so it covers across all 4 home nations. And internationally, we again are covering the majority of the continents that go through from there. And again, a particularly warm welcome to our international colleagues from Nigeria and Ecuador who are with us today. So thank you very much. You can clearly see where they are as well, but absolutely delighted that you're able to join us today. So what are the benefits of accreditation? Well, the benefits will vary by student and by individual institution. So it's difficult to be absolutely precise from there, but some of the benefits that we've tried to draw out when we're looking at accreditation is that recognition of academic quality. It's saying that you've been externally validated for the quality of the programs and courses that you offer, and that the graduates from your programs will have acquired a particular skill set as they go through there. Some universities, of course, say that it helps with recruitment because they are accredited. Others will really focus on the external validation and the external review process itself. Like I say, the being able to engage with staff from other institutions working on behalf of the RSB who've gone through similar types of things at their own institutions, have got experience and knowledge of being able to construct curricula that will enable the skills that we are looking for within biosciences students to be taken towards them. And of course, one of the other big advantages, you get to come to events like this. And for those of you who will be joining us this evening as well to celebrate the top graduates, then we'll be going over to the House of Commons to the awards ceremony later this evening. So again, I look forward to seeing you there. And again, for students and graduates, then they can put on their CVs the fact that they've graduated from an accredited degree. There's professional accreditation, and of course they get free membership of the RSB when they graduate from there. So in terms of the future of accreditation, you can see that we already have a very significant sector of the UK higher education population that has at least one form of accreditation. Currently, we're hovering around about 70% of universities that offer biosciences degree have at least one form of accreditation. Over the course of the next 3 years, we're looking to raise that to 75%. That may seem relatively light in terms of getting new universities on board, but of course perhaps what's most gratifying for me being involved in accreditation is the number of universities that come back for re-accreditation. Again, hopefully that indicates the value to universities of the accreditation process to be able to, on a 5-year cycle, measure, engage in those discussions and measure the quality of things that are coming through from there. And in terms of international, we're looking to get 10 additional universities through for international accreditation or consultancy as it goes through from there. And again, just to highlight the free membership that the RSB provides for graduates. We currently have close on 5,000 of those, a mixture of undergraduates and postgraduates. But again, encouraging all of you in your respective institutions to promote the free membership of the RSB to your students so that they know what's there.